What is up, WWE Universe, and welcome, wrestling fans, to my WWE show review on Tim Reynolds Show, as I'm reviewing the Friday Night SmackDown before the premium live event, Bad Blood, coming up this weekend. And we would see this Friday Night SmackDown kicked off with the return of the phenomenal AJ Styles as he makes his return to the Blue Brand, telling the WWE Universe how much he misses them and how much he regrets his decisions that he has made over the last few months that, of course, made him hated from the superstars in the back and WWE fans alike. But then we would see him interrupted by none other than Carmelo Hayes, who calls himself him, and he would come out there to state his case why he should be the United States champion. And hey, he calls himself an AJ Styles fan, but he would disrespect AJ Styles, calling him a washed up old kind of superstar, before AJ Styles would clap right back and ask Carmelo, well, if you're him like you claim to be, then how come, Carmelo, you're not the United States champion right now? And we would see Carmelo Hayes come right back at AJ Styles, pretty much trying to shove him off before AJ Styles would actually challenge Carmelo Hayes to a match, before Hayes would shut him down, denying him of his opportunity. But we would see both these men interrupted by the United States champion himself, LA Knight, as he would come out to talk all kinds of crap to Carmelo Hayes, saying, there you go again, when a challenge comes up before you, you just turn around and walk away and run away like a little scaredy cat. But you know what, Carmelo, you got two options here, pal. That's right, you can either come take a beating from yours truly, the United States champion, and then I'll go down to Broadway here in Tennessee and go ahead and get me a couple of drinks and enjoy myself, or you go ahead and maybe accept that challenge there from AJ Styles, and maybe, just maybe, if you're able to beat him, maybe I'll go talk to general manager Nick Aldis about getting you a title shot for this United States championship. And that would lead to our first match of the evening on Friday Night SmackDown, where we would see Carmelo Hayes go one-on-one with AJ Styles, a really good back and forth between these two superstars, leaving everything inside the squared circle, which actually left AJ Styles injured in this match, as he had to forfeit it due to injury, as this match wasn't able to continue after AJ Styles walks away. But we would see LA Knight get the last laugh in this one, as he delivers a BTS to Carmelo Hayes in the middle of the ring, shutting it down and making a huge statement from the United States champion. And then next up on the show, guys, we would see after this, we would get a video promo for Bad Blood, as we now know the main event will be the undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, teaming up with the OTC, original tribal chief Roman Reigns, in a tag team match against the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. And that is your main event for Bad Blood, this upcoming premium live event for WWE. And the next match of the night would be a dumpster match. That's right, folks, as we would see Chelsea Green taking on Michin. And man, this was one hilarious and one funny match to see, folks, throughout the end, as both of these women would use tables and trash cans and kendo sticks. And not only that, the objective of this match is to put your opponent in the dumpster and close the lid. And we would see Michin put Chelsea Green through a table right into the dumpster and close the lid and be able to get the victory in this one. And man, later on in the show after this match, we would see Chelsea Green covered in something that was PU, that's right, as everyone backstage, when she was walking by with Piper Niven, who wasn't able to help her in the match there that she had, the dumpster match, we would see everybody just turned away and couldn't believe the smell coming off of Chelsea Green, including general manager Nick Aldis for SmackDown, who had a punerific evening, if you will, really giving it to Chelsea Green after her loss in the dumpster match on Friday Night SmackDown. And then next up after, guys, we would see backstage Naomi getting prepared and getting ready for her matchup later on that evening with Miss Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton, and she would be welcomed by the women's WWE Tag Team Champions Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, as they're wishing her luck and also make a really good announcement to inform her that for the premium live event Bad Blood, we will see these three ladies be the host of Bad Blood, the premium live event for WWE in Atlanta. A big honor for all three of these ladies, these WWE women's superstars. And then we would also see her interrupted by Bayley, who actually actually came up and said hi to the ladies and asked to speak to Naomi one-on-one, trying to make sure they go over what they talked about last week, making sure they're cool, that their friendship is good, and that once Bayley is able to defeat Nia Jax at Bad Blood and get back her women's WWE championship, then she will let Naomi be the first challenger of that title. And then after this, guys, we would see our next match of the night, or actually we would see Bayley walk down to the ring to call out the women's WWE champion Nia Jax, which Nia Jax would definitely respond to very, very quickly, as we would also see by her side her so-called friend, if you will, Miss Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton. And man, I think she's really up to something, as we kind of seen this here with Nia Jax really clapping back at Bayley, saying that she's going to crush her at Bad Blood and that she doesn't stand a chance. But Bayley, of course, would defend herself, saying after Bad Blood, when she wins that match, that you would only have to worry about one other person, and that's actually Tiffany Stratton, Miss Money in the Bank, who's been teasing all along, trying to really take that WWE Women's Championship from you and cash in that Money in the Bank contract. But of course, we would see these two sort of dish it out and fight it up, and really we would see Bayley really defend herself and defend her own. But as she was escaping and Nia Jax was down after a beatdown from Bayley, we would see Tiffany Stratton stare at the briefcase. Oh, is she going to cash the contract in? Is Miss Money in the Bank going to do something? No, of course not, as nothing happened after that. But guys, after this one, we would see Naomi come right out to have the aid of Bayley just before this, and that would lead us to our next match of the evening, as Naomi takes on Tiffany Stratton. And man, this was a really, really good back and forth match. Very, very competitive. A lot of really good techniques and good moves from both these female superstars in the WWE, leaving everything inside the square circle. And we would see Naomi come out on top, defeating Tiffany Stratton, which then backstage, Nia Jax would confront Tiffany Stratton and say, you better have your eyes and focused on the women's world champion over there on Raw rather than me, because I will defend myself and get you if you stab me in the back, unless you're willing to admit right now that you are completely loyal to me and will not cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase, which of course Tiffany Stratton would say yes, because you are my queen. Man, what a tough turn of events here for Tiffany Stratton and the relationship with Nia Jax. And then moving on to the next thing, guys, we would see a flashback to last week, and when the Bad Blood was able to cause a rift between Cody Rhodes and his friend Kevin Owens, as we've seen Kevin Owens and Randy Orton in a tag team match against the Bloodline, which Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu were able to get the victory, which moves the momentum on to tonight, where we would see our main event of the evening, folks. That's right, we would see a WWE tag team triple threat match, a ladder match with the titles suspended above the ring in the squared circle, and this would be the first ladder match on Friday Night SmackDown in 5 years. And in a triple threat ladder match, we would see 3 different teams compete as they try to pull the belts from above the ring and win the match, as we see the Bloodline defending their titles up against the Street Profits and DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. And man, we would see all 3 of these teams really ball out in this match, but I gotta give it to Montez Ford and D'Angelo Dawkins. These guys really brought it, including DIY, showing out all kinds of athleticism, putting people through tables and chairs and ladders. Oh, it was amazing. So many high-flying moves as well. We would also see DIY and the Street Profits team up in this one, and man, would we see some awesome tag team moves here, as we would see them put one guy through a table as Montez Ford hits a huge crossbody off the top rope, putting one of the members of the Bloodline through the table. And then we would also see an old school Shield move, as we see a power bomb aided by DIY, as 3 of them put another member of the Bloodline through the commentaries table. And that wouldn't be all, as DIY turns their back on the Street Profits for their temporary alliance, and we would see these 2 teams in the middle of the ring, and it would not be long before the Bloodline would make their presence back known in the middle of the ring. And oh my goodness, dude, would we see destruction, as we would see DIY and the Street Profits, all 4 of these guys go through 2 different ladders, breaking the ladders in half, destroying the backs and injuring the other competitors in this matchup, as the Bloodline, of course, would win the match and retain their WWE Tag tag team championship belts, as now the bloodline led by Solo Sikoa, it has all the momentum heading into the premium live event Bad Blood coming up this weekend. And guys, this has been Tim Reynolds Show's WWE show review of Friday Night SmackDown. Thank you guys so much. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. I appreciate you. I respect you guys, and everybody that checks out my channel and my content. Thank you so much to you. You rock. You guys are what make my channel possible. Thank you guys. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and check out Tim Reynolds Show for more WWE show reviews. I have NASCAR race reviews as well, and I have football content galore throughout the 2024 NFL season and college football season. Thank you guys so much for checking out Tim Reynolds Show's WWE show review for Friday Night SmackDown there in Tennessee. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more sports entertainment content you can only get right here on Tim Reynolds Show. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate y'all. Peace out, everybody.